So, what's one tool, digital or otherwise, that you rely on daily to keep your work running smoothly?
It might sound silly, but Grammarly, being having someone who can someone who checks my work, double checks my writing style, make sure that it's fitting. That's really helpful. I think that I miss having a copywriter, having someone an editor who can go in and check work before it's published. So it's very helpful.
Yeah, doing the podcast, all that stuff alone. It is having that AI
Yes.
just to kind of like, am I making any sense at all?
Yep.
Is so helpful. And what's caught your attention and sparked creativity or innovation for you recently?
Uh, for me, I'll it's a lot of going out and seeing what other people are doing. So NACAC, for example, just got back from NACAC last week. The conversations there, both in and out of sessions, really got me thinking about, okay, how can I tweak this? So I reworked the format of my newsletter, for example. That was good. Had some good conversations that led me wanting to relaunch a podcast. So okay, some framing and creativity that goes into that. But,
Definitely. And if you could just recommend one book, article, or podcast episode to someone looking to improve or innovate in higher ed, what would it be?
one that I cannot recommend enough. I'm assuming there may be a second edition by now, but this is a book I read when I first moved from teaching into the world of admissions. Let Them Eat Cake, by Pamela Danzig. I think I always want to say Danziger, but Danzig. Um, the idea is it's a book about luxury marketing, which might not. Okay, what's he talking about here? It's the idea that there are when we talk about luxury goods, there are cheaper, more accessible replacement items for these things, right? Whether you drive a Kia or a Maserati, you can get from point A to point B. Why do people buy up? It's the way you make them feel, it's the way you talk about it, it's how do you add value to something. And you see that in education too, right? What's the difference between a 2 year degree and a 4 year degree? Like we internally know the difference, but how do you communicate those differences? How do you talk about if you're a very expensive institution in the Northeast, for example, how do you talk to a kid from the Midwest who is surrounded by much cheaper options? What's the value in going there? So that one, yes, people might say, well, what's the relation there? There is so much crossover when we talk about education and luxury marketing.
I love that. That's great. Yeah, there's a lot more connections than what you might think.
Oh yeah, yeah,
If you could change one thing today about way institutions find, enroll, and support students, what would it be?
yeah. Uh, I would want them to sort of cut out a lot of the let's go huge funnel prospecting. We're going to buy a million names and just send the same cookie cutter postcards to everybody. Let's make it more relevant. Look for more inquiry sources. How do we find the students who we can entice and build that affinity with? And so instead of this wide mouth funnel, we're getting much, much tighter so that you can work more individually, get to know students. This is harder with bigger institutions, I know, but the more you can do to make everything relevant, speak individually to students rather than at scale, it's just a better experience for them. And the students start feeling more supported rather than just marketed to.